Folks, we're awful happy to have you along today. We have a lot of true leaves starting to appear. Delia's also turning right around, and she's planting some more trays today. Now, we have a big cold snap coming. She's going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to let that go, or let that be in her hands. But like always, do us a favor. Help us reach out to other gardeners that enjoy doing what we all love to do. Hit that like button, subscribe. Please share our video with your friends, family, or on your own social media platforms. Anything to help us get the word out and help expand our channel to help us monetize. We're just small country folk that really don't have a whole lot of real sustainable income. This will be a one way to add to it. So thanks a lot. And like always, come grow with us.
Hello. Well, today, as you can see, it's another cold day. I think we're in the, well, actually today is much warmer than yesterday because we're going to get into the high 30s. But we have winds of 20 to 25 sustained with gusts in the 40s. And as you can see, we have snow again. I was hoping we were done with the snow, but we got about 4 inches a few days ago. At least it wasn't the 14 we got last month, but it's snow again, getting everything cold. I'm going to go water the plants, and I have to actually bring hot water from the house, and then add cold water from the hydrants out here, because I don't want to water the seedlings with just cold water from the hydrants. I don't think that'll be too good for them. So that's what I'm on my way to do. And then I'm going to go see the high tunnel, and I might have to go get I might have to go get some water to water them. As you can see, the winds are so bad that the pumpkins that we still had sitting there have rolled all over the place.
You can hear the red deuce has a little wonkiness to them, but they're starting to put out some new growth.
The tips of the leaves look a little.
They're putting out some. They're putting out a little. We don't know. Maybe that day we was in here moving them or something like that, they got a little chilled, but I don't know. I think everybody's looking pretty good.
In here,
your red and green. Butter crunch. Yep, that's coming along.
Yeah, and all my cherries are up.
They sure are.
The turnpikes have
this is your best cherry year. That sounds like a Jersey woman.
But
yeah.
But here I'm surprised that I added all the brassicas.
Brassicas, yeah.
I added them all in here because they don't need the warmth of that.
Yep.
But since I put them in here and I turned all the lights on, the temperature's gone up to almost 70, and it was hanging around 56.
All right. Tell them what the weather's going to be here the next few days.
Freezing cold.
Next week.
North Pole weather. Yeah. Next week we have 4 nights that are going to be in the negative digits. The coldest I think is Wednesday, where a high of 8 and a low of like -8.
I think it goes deeper than that. I think we're getting around -14, 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some more seeding today, and I did another tray of red deuce. Well, half a tray because these are 72 wells. So I did a half a tray of red deuce, and another half a tray of 91s. A full tray
Florida
and a half.
91s.
A full tray and a half. But every year we try to do different varieties, and this year we're trying this variety, which is called SCM 2255.
I forgot about that one.
And what it says, it's a firm scarlet red fruit with large to extra large in size, with grapevine ripe flavor and good shelf life.
Matter of fact, that's the one we're going to put. Yes, we're going to do 2 rows of each. This is the 4th variety.
Right. So that's what I'm going to plant and seed in here today.
Yeah, that's a new one to us.
Yeah, that's a new variety. And the other thing I'm going to seed today is more Revolution pepper, which I didn't have no more seeds, so we had to order that.
Yep.
So that came in, so I'm going to do a
So maybe we're going to find out the Revolution is not coming up, right?
No, the scarlet red. The Red Knight is not coming up.
The Red Knight. Well, yeah, Red Knight. And that's what? Red Knight.
No, this is Revolution.
Oh, Revolution. Okay. All right.
But I do have a new pack of Red Knight, so I'm going to try some of those.
Yeah.
Those are...
I mean, we're not saying it's a problem, but maybe it's a problem.
Right. I mean, those seeds are 3 years old. They grew fine last year.
Might be time.
Might be time.
Might
But I do
be
have
time.
a new pack of red knights, which I'm going to seed.
So you're using you're using
Yeah, because I ran out of the other ones.
That's all right, but you're using these by the New York guy.
Right.
And now another company has bought
it in my brain before.
another company's bought the patent or something like that.
Yes, there's another company that's doing similar one.
Yeah.
Gosh, what are they called?
Bootstrap Farmer, but this
this one.
I know. It's called it's a molded tray, and it's got air pruning. That's the design of this. There's a slit in here. I don't want to turn it upside down, but it's a slit in it, and they do what they call air pruning. Yeah, turn it upside down and show everybody. And you're going to notice, see this gap there? That's what they're talking about. We got it from the guy out in Neversink. We got it from Neversink years ago.
Yeah, so it's this spot.
And the idea being, when you get watering from above, the roots, they're going to wrap, right, as they're starting to get root bound or whatever you want to call it. But when they hit the air, it'll self-prune.
They have slits between.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out. I got the slits. It's called air pruning. They're very solid. And we bought these this way we don't have to replace them every year.
You can tell the difference.
Yeah, molded versus the other.
Hard plastic.
Hard
plastic. They do cost a lot more.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but I will say that the brassicas, as you said, I mean, you're getting some true leaves here.
Yeah. Yep.
The true leaves are coming on, yeah.
But I was amazed at how much heat the lights and the extra plants put out because it went up like 15 degrees in here.
Yeah. Maddie's all upset. We don't know why. I'm happy we got some new leaves coming out of these red dews because they're the toughest looking ones. But I don't think but they are putting out new leaves.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. And all these are nice and green.
Yeah, those look beautiful there.
These are peppers.
And now this is Turnpike, and we want to give a shout out to Tony Bracco in
New York.
In New York, barely New York. That's what we're going to call him. But he's got Liz in Jersey, too. But he was telling us that Turnpike's supposed to be a super one. Boy, I love how fast they came up, though. I mean, I only see one.
Just the last row for whatever reason.
Yeah, just the last row. So are you forgetting to plant a row?
No, I see the seeds. I see the one does have it, and it seems like the two end rows. This one is just starting to come up.
Maybe because they're barely on the heat mat.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know either.
Well, anyway, Delia, why did you begin to seed your own versus have the greenhouse do it?
Price.
Because you're cheap.
That's right.
That's right. And you learned how to do it, though, didn't you?
I had to prove you wrong because you said I couldn't do the tomatoes. The tomatoes you wanted to keep buying.
I didn't say she couldn't do it. I just said I wanted guarantees. Turns out she's doing a fine job. We just don't know what that is. But then, no, it's just the fact that tomatoes for us is one of our bread and butter fruits, and you just don't want to take a chance. Well, she's doing a wonderful job with it. So anything on the very bottom of this one?
Nothing yet. No, I got room there, and this one I have this way, but I have room for two more there.
All right. All right, I'm going to hand you guys back to Delia, and we're going to get going here.
So this is the SCM 2255 tomato, and this is a new variety we're trying out this year. And I'm going to be using the Neversink trays, and they hold 72 seeds they have 72 wells per tray. So let me put that right there. Okay. And they're nice looking seeds. They are treated, so it's easy to see them. And I'm just plopping one in every well, and then I'll cover the soil up a little bit more. I tried to do this yesterday, but it was cold. Actually, it's colder today, but the dirt had still been in the garage, and so it was very, very cold, and my fingers were just ice. So I actually put the dirt and the other trays, which I already had filled, in the rack where it's much warmer, and they're very comfortable to work with today. And I'm sure the seeds appreciate not being in ice cold soil with ice cold water. So I'm going to do a tray 72, and I have a 51 over there, so I'll do those two, which is 120 something. And that should be more than enough for what we need. And whatever else we have left over, we'll just try to sell it at the market. But this is, like I said, this is a new variety, so I hope they do well, especially in the high tunnel. It does get very hot in there. The other varieties we have do well, but we figure we try a new one and see. Every year we try something, and we had a different one there last year, which we decided to dump for this year because it didn't do as well as we were hoping. I put a seed in every well, and what I'm doing now is I'm topping off where I have the seed to just cover it with dirt. So I'm just adding a little bit of dirt on top. And then I will just fill the bottom of the tray with water and just let it wick up and moisten all the soil. I like to do that when they're just seeded. Eventually I will water them from the top, but when they're just seeded, I just water them from below. And this is that new variety, STM2255. It doesn't have a name, just a number. Okay, so now I'm just going to put them in the rack with the other ones and on the heat mat. I moved all the other tomatoes which already had germinated. I moved them off the heat mats, and the new ones are going to go on the heat mats.